Ross and Rachel want to split a bag of candy and decide to use the divider chooser method. The bag contains 100 Snickers, 100 Milky Ways, and 100 Reese's, which Ross values at $3, $2, and $4, respectively. If Ross is the divider, find a possible division that is consistent with his value system. Remember that as the divider, you are trying to make two halves that are equal, two halves that are exactly a fair share. As the chooser, you can choose one that's more than a fair share for you because you're the chooser in the situation. But as the divider, you are hitting exactly the halfway point. That needs to be the half you create. So let's actually start by talking about what a fair share is. A fair share is the total amount divided by the number of players. Well, here the total amount is his entire valuation. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 4 is 9. So 9 divided by how many players? Ross and Rachel, 2 players. So a fair share is $4.50. Half must equal this. As the divider, when you create a half, it must equal exactly this because that means your other half will also be $4.50. From your valuation system, when you're the divider, you have to make them equal in your eyes. All right, so let's talk about what each piece is worth. And then we're just going to mess around. We're going to add candies, move things around until we have something that lines up in this way. So Snickers. All right, maybe you're a little more comfortable at this point. One Snicker is going to be $3 divided by the 100 Snickers. That's 3 cents. You might get in this habit where you go, oh, it's 3 cents, 2 cents, and 4 cents. And that is the case when it's divided by 100. But what if we had $3 for 50 Snickers? It's not going to be that case anymore. So just be a little careful on that. Don't get too used to this pattern that we're seeing in these examples. All right, one Milky Way is $2 for the 100 Milky Ways. That's 2 cents a piece. And for one Reese's, I don't know how you pronounce it, $4 for the 100, that's 4 cents for each one. So see that I wrote, hint, there are many possibilities. When I'm in class, I'll often have you guys talk to your neighbor about this. You try it out, find some combination of candies that equals $4.50, and then see if it's different than your neighbor's, because there are more than one option here. One option, I'll just kind of lay them out, is, what did I do in my notes? We'll stick with my notes. I said 50 of these, okay, half of them. If I do 50 of these Snickers, that's worth 50 times 3 cents, which is $1.50. All right, not quite there yet. So this can't be my whole half because $1.50 is not $4.50. Okay, I'm not there yet. What about 25 of the Reese's? $25 of the Reese's. I know I skipped down. Maybe I'll do it that way. I'll keep them in line. 25 of the Reese's is worth $1. So now I'm at $2.50 altogether. But again, that's not enough. I needed $4.50 worth. So I need $2 more to get to my fair share. All right, so $2 more. Let's do all 100 of the Milky Ways. That gets me that $2 worth, which I now have $4.50 worth, which is a fair share. So this is one possibility. That's one option because altogether that value was worth $4.50. For Ross, that is one option for a fair share. Another option, and this one almost always works, especially, I say not especially, it almost always works. It works when you have 100, 100, 100, or an even number for each, really, because you can take half of them, half of them, half of them, no problem. All right, so 50 Snickers, 50 Milky Ways, and 50 Reese's. If I take half of each of those stacks, we'll see. Let's look at the numbers and prove to ourselves how it works. 50 of the Snickers is $1.50. 50 of the Milky Ways is $1. And 50 of the Reese's is $2 because they're each worth 4 cents. If I add all the prices together, I see $4.50. Again, that is a fair share. So this would be a second option. 50 Snickers, 50 Milky Ways, 50 Reese's. Maybe we could do all 100 Snickers. All 100 Snickers is $3. So now I just need an extra $1.50. 100 Snickers, 100 Milky Ways, $3 plus $2. Oh, nope, that's too much. All right, we can't do that because now I'm at $5 and that's more than half. All right, but maybe 100 Snickers, that's $3. And 10 Milky Ways, that's 20 cents. I need to write these down. I'm not going to try to come up with a third one on the fly, but what I'm saying is there are many other ways to get the $4.50, but that's where you stop. If you are the divider, you need to make a half that equals $4.50 because that is a fair share.